come on! Like, what the fuck is this movie? Skeleton in the Closet, February 2024. I'm gonna say this is one of the more generic titles you will find, because if you search IMDb for Skeletons in the Closet, there's so many movies that has the same title. But whatever, that's the least of this film's problems. So what we did with this movie, that we just decided, like, okay, we want to watch a new horror movie we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And we just found this. I think we just searched like horror movies 2024.
Yep,
This
we
one
did.
popped up. The only thing we did was to read the tagline on IMDb.
Yep.
Then we watched the movie. Then after we watched the movie, we watched the trailer just to see, like, does the trailer, is this the movie that we saw?
Yeah.
So the tagline of the movie is: haunted by a malevolent spirit since childhood, a desperate mother allows herself to become possessed in order to save the life of her terminally ill daughter. What a bunch of hooey, because that is not
Yeah.
what happens.
That was a lie.
That's
Mother
false
did not
advertisement right there. But then again,
herself to be possessed.
I don't know who made this synopsis or like summary. I don't know, but it's not the movie that we saw. And the thing is about this movie is that if you go to Rotten Tomatoes, this one doesn't have any like information on it, no score, and Tarot that came out in May has, so it's not because it's too new. If you go to Metacritic, it doesn't exist. If you try to go like to see like the budget and earnings of the movies, doesn't exist. Like, this movie for me felt like it was written, it was made, and then they just wanted to bury this movie under a pile of shit as fast as possible because they knew this was poopy. Okay. The thing about Skeletons in the Closet is that when the movie was done, I'm like, what the fuck was the point of this movie? There's so many, like, I feel like there's so many subplots that didn't get resolved. So as far as I understand, this movie was written by Koji Sakai, and then the screenplay itself was written by Terrence Howard and Joshua Cohen. And it kind of like feels for me that there was a story written at base from Koji. And then when the screenplay was written, which is like what actually happens in the movie, Terrence Howard, maybe together with Cuba Gooding Jr., just decided like, let's make this movie about us instead. Because that whole storyline of them,
Yeah.
it leads to nowhere, it means nothing, it's just pointless. Because once again, we were fooled thinking this is a movie about a mom getting possessed to save her daughter.
Yep.
Which is what kind of caught my attention.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't mind seeing a movie like that.
But we were curious and wondering why the rating on IMDb was so low. Was that what?
Yeah, of course we
3.1?
did see the rating that it was low.
And then
so
we saw the worldwide gross was like 1,400.
yeah, that's a weird number though. A really weird number.
Yeah.
Like it can't be true though, but
Who knows?
or accurate.
Maybe it was.
Yeah. So that whole storyline, fine. Because the mom and the daughter, like, that's haunting, blah blah blah. It's such a small part of the movie. This movie is all about Terrence Howard and Cuba Gooding Jr. talking together, trying to figure
And
it out.
about
And
their relationship.
yeah, and then he makes Terrence Howard's character go to like this mafia dude and borrow money.
Yeah.
But like, that again, one, doesn't really come into play, and two, that just means that no matter how this movie ends, the family is fucked up.
Yeah. It's just funny because it bounces back and forth from being about the mom seeing a ghost to they're supposed to save the daughter because the daughter's sick, but then it goes to Terrence and Cuba's relationship, where he's like, I trusted you, bro, but you brought me to the mafia, and they now came to my house 3 days after I got.
But that whole like, because I'm gonna say, if you have like the whole like story here is that the daughter is terminally ill with cancer, and of course there is like this whole like concept of how far will a parent go to save their child.
Yeah.
And he goes as far as to borrow half of the money he needs from the mob, which wants the money back in 30 days with a 30% interest. I'm gonna be honest, that isn't really believable for me that a parent would do that, because you're now fucking up your whole family's life.
Safety.
Yeah, because you probably just killed your whole family. It's just like, yeah, I get like he's desperate, he wants to save his daughter, but at some point like you have to keep the plausibility, because this is not possible for me. I don't believe it.
And the mobs looked funny. I'm sorry, they didn't really play the role off well. They didn't look intimidating to me. They looked a little goofy, like they were
It's a bit over the top.
Like they were picked up at Walmart.
But let's just go all the way back to the beginning now.
Yep.
There's a few things that happened in the beginning that I was like having in the back of my head this whole movie, and that was that the Santa Muerte statue that Terrence Howard found us on his doorstep. There was never explained who sent it, and then a short time after, Cuba. I'm just gonna use their names because I don't remember the character names.
Yeah.
He showed that he had that tattoo just gotten on his neck. And so I wrote that down in my notes because, okay, there's probably a connection there somewhere. So, like, parts of the movie, I assumed maybe that Cuba's character cursed the family because maybe he was in love with the wife or something like that, because he doesn't have a family, which would probably make more sense. But as I said, that would probably make more sense though in like a story that he cursed them, he sent the statue there, but that doesn't happen. It has nothing to do with it. And then the first time we see the ghost, so what a fucking weird scene. So we see a white dressed ghost appearing behind the daughter. The daughter screams. Then the mom goes down the stairs and she sees like a flash of the ghost behind the girl. And first of all, how long has that ghost been standing behind the girl just waiting for the mom to come?
Which was funny.
It was so funny. Like the flash was just like, couldn't you done it in any better way? But that's what this movie does all the time. It does flashes.
A lot of flash.
It does a lot of flashes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work.
The ghost actually looked funny. It made me giggle.
You know what? The CGI in this movie is so fucking bad. It's
I mean,
like watching Power Rangers in
Is this even a horror movie or is this a horror comedy?
Boom.
No, that was a genuine question. Is it?
No, this is a horror thriller, I think.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
The funny thing is that this was made now. And the CGI is just as... Have you ever watched Power Rangers, the movie?
Yeah.
That's the same type of CGI. It looks just as bad.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Power Rangers is a good
The
movie.
thing is that they didn't even need to use CGI. Just use a fucking person and make them like translucent, like see-through.
Yeah.
Even I can do that. Just take a look at her now. Now she's gonna turn into nothing. And now she's back. Like, how hard is it?
Yeah.
It's so weird. But like the editing in this movie, fucking atrocious. It's so bad.
Yeah.
The sound effects, the choices of music and ambience.
Yeah. Which is sad because Terrence Howard, I actually enjoyed his acting, especially because he plays in Medea's movies, and if you know Medea, kudos to you. But no, I like his acting, but in this one, his acting was just beyond horrible, and it almost made me sad.
Yeah, like Terrence Howard, I'm gonna give it to him. He is a good actor.
Yeah.
But then again, of lately, he's become a fucking whack job.
Now, I will say the mom, Valentina Valerie M. Ortiz is her name. She is the worst actor I've ever seen this year.
She didn't do a good job. I've only seen her in one movie. She hasn't. I checked it up. She hasn't played in a lot of movies that we know. But she did
Yeah.
play a parody of J-Lo in Date movie.
I don't know that movie and I really don't care.
You shouldn't
But-
watch that if you haven't watched it.
Yeah, no, thank you. Anyways, but but no, the way she reacts to certain things made me chuckle, especially when they were like, "Your daughter has brain or has cancer and it's spread to her brain," and she's like trying to force that cry. I'm like, can you not?
But and then it comes to a point where I'm just so confused of what movie is this supposed to be, because then again we went into the expectations of mom possessing blah blah blah, but there is that element now and then of her seeing spirits and like ghosts. But then you have this whole storyline of Terrence trying to get the money to save the daughter, and then he's like connected to the mafia. And all of a sudden, I feel like I'm watching a budget, The Equalizer or something like that. I'm like, is this supposed to be a horror movie, or is this supposed to be like a family drama where like he ends up
It
like
felt more like a
getting
family drama.
involved with the mafia, and
Yeah.
that's the whole like deal? Because that whole like route of like the story is so unnecessary, because once again, it doesn't even pay off. It
It
means
felt like
nothing.
a wannabe Medea movie.
I don't know. Is that like the weird old hag?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
It's
But
drama.
yeah, so yeah, because like if that had come into play later, for example, fine. But it doesn't, because on the other side, there's the whole like psychic girl, dude, whatever.
Yeah.
And that goes in a different direction. So these kind of like go parallel, but the one just doesn't come into play again. So it's just completely pointless.
Yeah.
And then you have like the whole psychic ordeal with Madame Fortuna and
Futura.
Fortuna.
Futura. They had R. Futura.
Fortuna.
Futura.
Fortuna.
Look at the spelling, sir.
Oh, Madame Futura.
Thank you.
So and then I'm really confused. Maybe that's just because I'm stupid, but was she supposed to be the same? You want to fight? Yeah. Was she supposed to be the same person as the guy?
What? I don't know. That part confused me because you pointed it out how she changed.
She
into
like
him.
turned into him, I think.
But then again, maybe because remember there is a part where she goes, "Only the whatever of death can save you, help you guys," or some shit like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Maybe.
guess they are the same person, and he's a demon or
Yeah.
something, and he tricked them, and like, but that's like now we are way over an hour into the movie,
Yeah.
so I'm so lost already. So when this came into play, I'm like, fine, and then they tried to make a backstory about the mom of Valentina did the same thing back in the days. That's what caused now the daughter to get cancer, and then it was a dad that, first of all, the dad in the backstory ran into the house that was on fire.
Yeah.
He should be dead. End of story. He should
thought
be dead.
He thought he was dead.
Yeah, but he should be
didn't
dead.
die.
He should be dead.
Wait, he thought he died, but he didn't die.
He didn't die, and then he came back, and he said like, or the priest said like, I thought you died, and he said like, yeah, so did I. And that concept just, it does not compute. Did you think you died, or then like I got a feeling he was sent back from like wherever he was to help.
No, he
Val-
thought he died, but he didn't.
How
die.
can you think you died?
He
I
thought
didn't
that
know
he
you
was-
died, or you don't know.
He
And if
thought
you
he
know
was
you died,
gonna
you don't know you
die,
died because you're
but
dead.
He thought he was gonna die, but he actually lived. Is what it was.
But he said, I thought I died.
No, the priest guy said, "I thought you died," and he said,
So
thought
did I."
Oh yeah. So the story is that the mom, so the Valencia, had cancer.
Valencia?
Or
Oh, that was the
is it-
mom?
No, Valenta. Sorry, Valenta.
Valentina?
Valentina.
I
Sorry,
have to live
their
with this.
names are.
Oh!
So Valentina had cancer, and the mom went to the demon guy,
Yes.
made a deal with him,
Yes.
and they were going to sacrifice the pregnant
Yeah, for
lady.
a life. Yeah.
Yeah, but instead the mom, I guess, decided to kill herself.
Yes.
And because she killed herself, the cancer suddenly
Waited 30 years to
transferred
reappear in the daughter.
The daughter. Maybe because she was supposed to give a life, but and not her own life, and she was supposed to give the chick's life.
Maybe, like, okay, let's give it the benefit of the doubt and say that since she killed herself, that didn't count as giving, like, the life to the demon.
Mm-hmm.
So the demon then gave the daughter, or the
Cancer.
granddaughter in that case,
Yeah.
cancer because he wants to take
Because
the
remember,
life.
they said it was her fault.
Yeah, but like,
That's
why
fault.
didn't the demon just give the daughter cancer? Why did he wait till the granddaughter?
You mean give it back to the daughter?
Because the
To
daughter
Valentina?
already had cancer. Valentina
yeah.
had cancer.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And then she got cured, and the mom was supposed to, like, a life for a life.
Yeah.
She killed herself, so he didn't get a life. So then, why didn't he just give Valentina cancer again and take her? I don't know, but he took it out on their future daughter. He didn't even know if she was gonna have kids.
That's why it makes no. I don't know. It makes no
I don't know,
sense.
but we're really trying now. I swear to God.
We're trying to understand this movie.
Yeah. So the whole backstory with that, okay, fine, but it just, I'm still confused.
And the ending made no sense when the mom goes, "You know what you have to do." And so the way she jumped on the scarecrow was
That was funny.
so funny and stupid, and then she dies. Oh,
Back to the dad.
okay.
Because when he came back and said, like, I thought I was dead, which was stupid, he also said, I tried to warn you. And then you will see flashbacks of him seeing Valentina go into the psychic thing.
Yeah. And he just stood there.
What do you mean you tried to warn her? You can just run in and say, don't fucking do this because that dude is a demon.
Yeah, but he didn't do that. When he said that, he was just
He
standing
probably didn't
there,
know
though.
who he was a demon, but no. But he should have told her straight away what was going on.
Yeah.
Stupid dad. But I'm gonna point out one scene that I swear to God had to be an editing mistake
Okay.
that they put in the movie. All the way to the end of the movie, there is a man sitting outside the store or whatever they're in when they're driving away, and then he stands up and he vanishes as we see the man also going out of the picture or the frame. That has to be an error. Because
Yeah,
that
because
makes
he
no sense.
because
He's
the fact that he
vanishing and
reappeared.
walking off at the same time. Like, come on! Like, what the fuck is this movie? I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand the whole demon thing and whatever that whole thing was. I don't know. This movie, super confusing, have many, like, leads that turns nowhere,
Very bad acting.
bad acting, editing, camera shots, ambience, sound effects, fucking bad. I'm gonna be honest, this is one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This is
It's
not a
sad to
top
say.
10 worst horror movie. And like saying like, oh, okay, it's just in the top 10. There's a lot of horrible horror movies. So being in the top 10 means that this is fucking bad.
Yep, very bad. And now I can see why it got the rating that it got.
And also why you can almost find no information on this movie. I'm pretty sure they just tried to bury this movie and pretend it never existed. That's the only explanation.
It's a little late for that now, though. It's out.
Yeah.
People have seen it. People have rated it.
But I'm very curious, like, where did it go wrong? Because, once again, I'm pretty sure there was some changes from the writing to the screenplay. So, I have a feeling Terrence Howard has something to do with it. Then again, I don't know. He's been saying and doing a lot of weird things lately. Just to end it, like, when we watched the trailer right after we watched the movie, what did you think?
The trailer looked like a lie. The description of the movie was a lie. because it had nothing to do with the mom allowing herself to be possessed or anything like that, because she was never possessed.
No.
All she was seeing was the vision of her mother
Yeah.
trying to warn her and tell her, you know what you need to do? Kill yourself.
Yeah.
Basically, that was it. And it was, like I said, and a lot of the times it was about Terrence and Cuba Gooding Jr.'s relationship. You know, you're my bra, and we've been together forever, and bra, I would kill for you, bra. You know, you're my homie G Skillet.
Okay.
But it had nothing to do with the movie. I didn't like it. I didn't like the trailer. I didn't like the description. Everything was a lie.
Yeah. The
Save
movie
yourself.
had like 6 like scenes where a ghost appeared. The rest was not like supernatural,
No.
except for the last 5 minutes that just goes over the top.
This is not a horror thriller. This is a drama
Yeah,
movie.
I would say this is a drama movie
Yeah.
with like a hint of supernatural to it. So I honestly I can't recommend this movie for anyone
No.
because this movie will not satisfy anyone. It will not satisfy the horror lovers.
Yeah.
It will not satisfy those who loves like a deep, like maybe a meaningful like family drama.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is for no one. Just do as the whole like production of this movie. Just try to forget it ever existed.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. And I can see like
Too bad we make a YouTube video about it though. We should have
Whoopsie.
probably forgot about this as well, but
Yeah.
joke's on you.
At least we're saving you from watching that by
Yeah.
watching us talk about
we
and-
suffer so
yeah.
you don't have to.
Yeah.
That's our motto. But okay, that's all I had to say. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too. I'm done.
Yeah. All right. That's it for this time.
Yep.
Carry
See you
on.
next time. Bye.
Don't be sad. He will be back.